Why should breastfeeding be socially acceptable? Even though breastfeeding is legal in most states, it's still not socially acceptable. Women are told that you have to go into the bathroom and hide. You can't do it out in places where people can see. It's not like you can see anything anyways. Breastfeeding is to be socially acceptable in all places. Some mothers can't afford formula. They have to either pump before they go, or they have to go hide in a bathroom stall, or they have to wait until they go back home so their kid goes hungry. I want to spread the word that even though breastfeeding is legal, it's still not socially acceptable. And I think all mothers out there could make a big difference and get it socially acceptable. Breast milk is natural and the best thing for newborns, and it is still not acceptable in public places, not even public bathrooms sometimes. Breastfeeding is natural, not only good for the child, but also good for the mother. And most of the people that don't think it should be allowed in public were probably breastfed themselves. The reason that you guys should listen is because breast milk is natural, and when it's happening, it's not like you can see anything anyways. Mothers either cover it up with a blanket or a pillow, or it's still covered up with their shirt. You can't see anything, so it shouldn't be a problem. Breastfeeding is to be socially acceptable in all places. Some mothers can't afford milk. I am a woman, so I know what it is like to be treated differently just because I am a female. It's not fair. And to be judged and told you can't feed your child in public because you don't like it, it's disrespectful. I want this to change. Just because it is legal doesn't mean anything's changed. Us women need to stick together and also make it socially acceptable, not just legal. My main points are that it's not acceptable in public, women need to learn more about it and how to stand up, and to be able to make a change. Now that I've given you why I'm giving this speech, I will go into a little bit more detail on my main points. A problem is, people anywhere in public think it's gross and that they should do it in private. So if a mother was in a rush and wasn't able to feed the child before they left, the kid has to go hungry, because in some places it isn't even allowed in women's locker room. Women are getting told that they can't feed their child in places because other people don't want to see it. One example of not being allowed to breastfeed in public happened in Georgia. Caroline Hoffman. She was in a fitness center in Beaufort when she went to the women's locker room to breastfeed her child. Hoffman was in there breastfeeding her child, and a woman came in there and said she wasn't allowed to breastfeed in the locker room. She was only allowed to breastfeed in the bathroom, which meant she would have to go into a tiny, disgusting bathroom stall to feed her child. After that happened, Hoffman went home and told her story on Facebook. The Facebook post got back to the district manager within hours. Hoffman got an apology saying that they were wrong from the district manager. I found this story on k4.com. Now that I've given you the problem about how breastfeeding is still not socially acceptable, I will tell you how to go about making a solution. Stand up. Don't go hide away. Don't go put the story on Facebook and hide behind your computer. Don't allow them to send you home. Make a statement right then and there. Have a bunch of women, even men, stand up and tell the public places how they feel. When you're told it's not allowed, do it anyways. It's legal. You're allowed to. They can't tell you any different. Have people get together and make a statement. Make a change. Don't let people tell you if it's right or wrong. Now I will tell you how you can go about doing this. Now, have women get together that have or are going to breastfeed. Make it so you can breastfeed whenever and wherever you want. I believe that breastfeeding should be allowed anywhere. I want to make it so when I have kids, I am able to breastfeed whenever and wherever. It is not disgusting or gross. It's natural and good for the mother and the baby. Even though there is a law that allows it, doesn't mean mothers still can. So let's make a difference and make it so mothers can breastfeed. That's why breastfeeding should be socially acceptable. Mothers should be able to do it whenever and wherever they want. We need women to stand up for it and make a difference. It's legal in places, it's legal in most states, but just because it's legal doesn't mean that you're still allowed to do it. People keep saying that they have to go hide in a bathroom, or they have to go do it in a tiny bathroom stall, or go hide in a room that nobody is. No, it shouldn't be like that. People should be able to go and feed it wherever they want. It's their child. They're feeding their child. That would be like sending you and your girlfriend or something into the bathroom to eat your dinner. That shouldn't be allowed. You should be able to breastfeed whenever and wherever you want. So let's make a change.